So DJ Academics just posted a video.
So you doing me a favor? Hey, look, I heard. Hey, listen, what makes you be coming and speaking like that? I mean, I thought I was just saying what's up. You just saying what's up? Nah, you good? Just saying what's up. How is it? It's like that. Get the fuck out of the booth, bro.
I think it was a live stream of Trap Ross getting pressed by YBeez. And it's always YBeez' pa. I feel like Cenchs doesn't say much. He's very smart. Cenchs he's ahead of the game, and that's what you guys don't understand. Cenchs is ahead of the curve. He knows what he did for the fame and money, all right? And it's so funny. I feel like on the tip of the iceberg is people disputed his authenticity, like if he's cap rap, you know, was he a trapper? Is he a roadman? Is he really beefing with Digga D? Did his brother really get stabbed? But the thing that is the most controversial thing to say, and like me and maybe like two other nobodies have said this before, and do you actually believe this? But Cenchs sold his soul to go clear. And I can't lie, I'm a big Cenchs fan. I absolutely love Cenchs. I love his music. I feel like, you know, he's the definition of hard work, consistency, grind. Like, he might say he has commitment issues, but when it came to his music, he kept going, and he was really dedicated. And it's really inspiring for me. Like, it really kind of, like, his rap puts me in a sort of like, I'm a top dog, like, mood, you know what I mean? It's a bop. He's had obviously a lot of hits, and I'm not really here to critique his music so much. I'm just doing a general commentary of him, to be honest. I personally do love his music, but I do feel like he's going a bit Hollywood, and he's getting a little bit too big for his boot at the moment. And it's like, sure, he's chilling out the way, but I feel like he lets his entourage do a little bit too much. And this is the thing, I really do think he has a persona that, like, he's meant to be this untouchable figure, and, you know, anyone that's bad for the brand and marketing, his A&R is going to be like coming for people. I think what the A&R was doing too much. Like, she's probably going to block me for bloody saying this. Like, you know, like I said, I'm a nobody, so me saying this is just like my opinion and what I think. But I remember someone telling me ages ago, and another YouTuber I really rate called shoutout. There's another person I'm going to do like I can make a whole video on shoutout. Like, bro, your content is actually so funny. But yeah, I feel like you need to focus, like, make your videos how you was making them before, like the commentaries. Like, don't mind what's going on in the UK. GSL is just like bare doom and gloom, but I hear it like in this life, you know, when you just see the real, when you just see the truth. Oh my gosh, I'm even nervous to say it, to be honest. Like, you know, I'm just gonna say what I've observed and just leave it at that. I'm not gonna make allegations, but we've seen Central C do time and time the one-eye symbolism, and if you know what this means, you know that it's Freemason symbolism. And, you know, call them Illuminati, call them Freemason, it doesn't really matter. It's just basically the occult. It's like esoteric knowledge, and that's basically a fancy way of saying witchcraft. Like, these people bang judge and spells to bang their success, basically. And I do believe in blood sacrifices, and, you know what I'm saying, not naming any names, but obviously someone close to him. But it happens with a lot of celebrities. They blow up and then suddenly there's a family member that dies. Mum, dad, auntie sacrificed. I do believe in that. And to be honest, he did really grow and become the top UK rapper. Kind of effective immediately after that happened. Plus he hung out with P. Diddy, and I feel like that's another thing people are scared to say. Like, he literally has lyrics rapping about hanging out with Puff, like, you know you've made it when you're in the same room as Puff. So he was gassed to be in the same room as Diddy. So if everyone knew what timing Diddy was on, then that includes him. You know, like, people were bragging about going to Diddy parties until Diddy got exposed. Now no one wants to associate and affiliate with him, but he is partying in Hamptons in the Hollywood with Diddy. Cenchs is a lot more cleverer than people think. Like, I'm almost jealous and disgusted of that utter, like, geniusery, like, puppeteering the strings of his marketing team, his managers. Like, he's got a whole team behind him, like a really strong one, so he doesn't have to lay a finger or do the dirty work. So just remember that he's with real street boys. I didn't even know that Anti was actually like a gang, let alone that Central C was even like affiliated with gang. He doesn't really give that vibe. Like, okay, we know for a fact he's gangster, but like literally this whole UK thing is blowing my mind, literally. Like, I never realised, like, when I was in year 7, year 8, wasn't into drill culture that much. Obviously, like, that's a very boy thing in my opinion. But I just knew that I liked drill music. Like, you know them guys that be like, oh, girls that like drill, girls. But girl, you know, like, it's so real, like, listening to drill while doing your makeup, you know what I mean? Like, the same reason you lads like drill gives you sort of like an ego boost, makes you feel good. It's the same way we like it as well, you know what I mean? But I didn't realise, like, this was actually, like, gangsters, the difference between roadmans, trappers, scammers, cheaters, daggers, stabbers. Yeah, crazy out here in these shoots. Trap Lord Ross just got pressured. But I think he honestly handled it well, to be honest. Like, people were trying to make it seem like way big of a thing. And I think DJ Axe is slimy. I'll be the first to say that. He's slimy. I don't know who to believe in Hollywood, so it's just best to believe none of them. They're all part of the same team. At the end of the day, they are all part of the same gang. So, hey, chai. But I had to say, I just watched half of Tankz' video on Trap Lord Ross getting pressed. Like, I was waiting for that one, because obviously I saw it basically, you know, like, I saw a YouTube video 4 hours after it happened. So I was pretty recent, but like Tankz, like, he said he was in the casino. You know what, I'll just insert the clip of him here. He'll explain it himself.
I was in the casino yesterday when I first saw the clip go viral, and I was like, you know what could I do? I could rush to the studio and get a video out this quick, like, video out instantly. I can just freaking just keep living, bro. And I just chose to keep living, bro. Sunday was great as well, all right? But we're here now.
My thoughts is, I feel like Trap Lord Ross held his own. He handled it well. I feel like YBeez is doing too much. I do hear Tankz is kind of like devil's advocate. Like, he's very fair and he's hearing all the sides. And you know what? I kind of take that stance as well. Like, I hear it. Like, Trap Lord Ross, he's a troll at the end of the day, but I feel like Cenchs himself understands that it's just a brand. Because even when people say Cenchs and Central C, that isn't Oakley Neil Caesar Sue, or is it Oakley Neil Daniel Caesar Sue? It doesn't matter. Okay, Mr. Sue doesn't care, because that's not him. He knows he's playing an act. It's sort of like, I feel like he was choosing his words very carefully with DJ Axe in the first place, because he knows it himself. He's playing a character. And the thing with Trap Lord Ross and why I don't like him being pressed is he didn't really lie. That's the thing. He's been honest about Cenchs' past. Cenchs come up, like, what he documented, which is very thorough, I think was, you know, quite fair to say, quite accurate. Like, don't really think Cenchs is really about it, but he found what made his music blow. But at the end of the day, like, Cenchs is hard. Like, I don't think he was there to disrespect. He's just, you know, I guess trolling and disrespect. It's like how far you take it. Obviously the 6ix9ine picture was kind of crazy. I'm not going to lie. Kind of chatting in this video a little bit, because I feel as if he's saying that he was comfy, his security was there, but obviously there would have been a different story about security. But it's like, why did YBeez, did he not realise Trap was there in the first instance? Because he did see him earlier, so unless you weren't looking in his direction, you know, it's hard to tell with the sunglasses. But anyways, yeah, it finally happened. I was on Reddit doing my research, sort of like Trap Lord Ross as well, seeing what people thought of the video, and I was scrolling. You know, it's back and forth. Some people are for Cenchs, love him. Some people will forever glaze him, and some people will forever hate him. I personally, I love his music. His authenticity has come up. To me, you know, guys, it's a deeper conversation to be had, really, because one thing that I did see in Central's defense in the Reddit was that, why is he the only one to get pressed about making a persona when all the rappers are known for doing that? Do you know what I mean? They're all known for doing that, especially the US ones. Because I think people's excuse for him not breaking out into America is basically trying to say, because if he's trying to cross that barrier, they're going to be digging into his authenticity anyways. But it's like, you know what I mean? And DJ Axe is probably going to watch the video himself. I don't know what he has to say. in the video, but you can tell he's a shit stirrer. Like, look at him smiling as soon as he found out Trap was in the building. But it's true, like, Cenchs was swiveling his head looking around like, you know, pop goes the weasel, what's going on? I can't lie, he was really looking like, oh shit, like he's pulling up. But he's a calm guy at the end of the day. Like, I would say he had a pretty calm demeanor, calm reaction. He says he doesn't care, you know, he probably does deep down, but don't we all at the end of the day? Like, we do this for love, but, you know, of course we're gonna have hate comments and stuff get to us, and especially with such a thorough video, I feel like it would look like it's fan behavior because it is a long video, but it's promo for the both of them, for everyone at the end of the day. Trap Lord Ross is playing his cards right. Like, he's obviously very clever. He knows, he said it himself, he understands it's marketing, it's click farming, because he does the same thing. That's why he did a PR stunt with Madeline and Ice Spice, because it's all marketing, it's all branding. Do you know what I mean? Trap Lord Ross, how Trap Lord Ross pays his bills is by making commentary, and sometimes you have to say things and play the game and be controversial to blow, which is sort of why I'm also talking about hot topics, which is Tankz and Trap Lord Ross and Cenchs, because I actually find it interesting. So that's why I do it, you know. Me at the end of the day, like, I'm doing my vlog, I'm doing podcast, I'm doing things that are creative. Like, I'm really forcing myself to create and be creative. So sorry, this Porsche just letting me go. So yeah, but I haven't finished watching the Tankz video. I'm gonna finish it later on today maybe, but that's my thoughts on it really. Like, I could do a whole separate video on Central's albums. I still need to do one on Juice Out the Catty, Trap Lord Ross and Tankz. Like, they're really making it in the industry. Like, I feel like Tankz is making more and more of a name for himself, but I already said in it, I'm not the biggest fan of YBeez or his A&R, only for how she was crashing out. Like, I kind of understand, like, you're defending your artist, but I don't know, because I can kind of see through Hollywood a bit. I sort of have a different stance, I feel like, than most people when it comes to the music and the music industry. Because I feel like we're all focusing on the things that ain't even really important in the first place. We're skipping over the big picture that most of these guys are just puppets, like industry puppets and slaves to the label. You know what I mean? So I think in that regard we give them too much credit to think that they have freedom. Like, these times we have more freedom than them, and that's what I'm gonna end it on, guys. I don't want it to go on too long. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like it. I want to be a daily upload freak, because I feel like, honestly, really and truly, it's like the only way to blow your light. You just gotta be like a content flipping pump and dump machine, and then when you get tired of living on the internet, then you go out, you live real life. So yeah,